Hello everyone, welcome back to Engineering Mind. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so you never miss an update. Today, we will be diving into an essential feature for any large application, that is pagination. Today, we will be implementing it in React. Please watch the video till end as we have two rewards for you all. The first is for new guys, that is a common interview question regarding pagination, and the second one is also helpful for the working professional, that is how we can implement it in our real projects. This is what we are going to build. It shows 9 items in a page and it has 10 pages, and we can click on any of the page and it shows results based on that. We have previous and next button, and the page changes as we click on any of the page, and at the last previous get deactivated. We can see pagination very commonly, like we can see here on Flipkart, we can see here on Myntra, and we can see here on Oyo. Alright, let's quickly set up our project. Open a terminal and px create React app. Let's name it countries. Alright, it will take some time based on your internet connectivity, and npx create React app is a command to create a React app. We can see it on the documentation. I will provide it in the description. Alright, I'll go back when it's done. It's done. It took around 3 minutes for me. Let's open this directory to VS Code. Let's close this. Alright, let's type npm start, the command to start the React app. Let's keep these two side by side. Alright, let's remove this piece of code and let's create components and folder structures. Let's create one pages folder. Inside pages, let's create home.js. Type RFC, home.css. And name it to CSS. Okay, let's import the CSS file in home.js. Write import /home.css. Inside components, let's create our flags list to show all the flags. Let's create one CSS file for it. Write RFC import /flagslist.css. Let's create one flag card. Let's import this flag card. Alright, and now let's import the home to our app.js. And we can see we have home here, and inside src let's create one more file, that is data.json, where we will be storing all the data about the country. You will get it in the description. Make sure you copy it from there. Let's import this in home.js. We can simply write import data from /one folder. We have to go back to one folder, and there we have data.json. JSON. Alright, we can now console our data and we can see if it is there or not. Let's console it. Alright, we can see we have 250 items stored in this data. Alright, let's pass this data to flags list and there we will map our flags. First let's import flags list. And let's write it as flags. And let's pass data. Let's accept it here. Map it. Return. We will return a flags card. And let's pass the item here, like item equals to item. And inside flags card, let's accept our item. And let's create one image tag here. Alright, let's see which key stores what detail. Let's copy our first flag and let's check out like what it contains. Paste it here. Let's comment it out. And we can see inside name key, we have another key as common where we store the name of the country. Let's write item dot name dot common. Okay, so it should be a p tag as we are storing name here, but let's cut it. Let's write one p tag here and we can name here item.name.common. And let's see for image what we have. Scroll down, you can get flags here. Inside flags, we have PNG key and SVG key where we are storing SVG and PNG respectively. And we have alternate text so that if these two are not available, it can be shown here. Let's put it here. Item.flags.svg and let's put our alternate text here. Item.flags.ld for the alternate text. Alright, let's provide some class name here and let's style our card. And let's write class name as flag card. Let's put it as a class name of country name. Alright, let's style our card. Flag card. Display as flex. And we will be giving a direction as column. Align items as center. Width as 100%. It should take the width of the outer container. And as we are not providing height, instead of that we are providing aspect ratio. Three is to 2 and box shadow. Let's copy our box shadow from Google. Let's provide a margin of 1%. Border radius as 10 pixel. and background color as white, and box sizing as border box, so that it should not exceed. Let's style our country name. Let's keep it as 50% so that we can see. Put it as font weight of 500, font size of 22 pixel, padding of 10 pixel. We can see we have a lot of padding as elements at default padding. Let's remove CSS from app.css and index.css, and let's select all the elements and remove default padding. We can see we have a change here. Okay, we have removed margin padding from all the elements. Let's style our flags list. Let's put it as a class name of flags container. Let's copy it. Go to flags list.css. Write display as grid. You can use flex here also. There is no issue. Grid template column. Repeat 3 times of 30 VW. And a gap of 30 pixel. Justify content as center. And font family as Apple. Font weight as 500. Margin as 20 pixel. So this is few of the styling, and let's fix our images. So we will be selecting the image inside flags card. And we are providing width of 100%, height of 100%, and object fit as covers, and border top left and right. Let me show you what we are going to do. So here we can see we have sharp pages. So we need to inherit the border from its parent. So let's put border top left radius as inherit, border top right radius as inherit. We can see these two borders got its radius from its parent. Alright, so we can see we have a lot of images. So now talking about pagination, let's see one important question that is very commonly asked in interview, and this is also reward for many of the new guys. Like, what is pagination and why do we even need it? The simplest answer is, imagine you have thousands of items. For now we have 250 plus items, and you want to display all of them in a user friendly way. Loading all of them at once would be time taking and inefficient. That's where pagination comes in picture. Pagination is a way to display some items in one page and other in different pages when user called it. So we can see on our real websites, like here we can see there is a lot of product. So it is divided in different pages so that user can directly jump to the different pages, and if he got satisfied from this particular page, we are not fetching other data. But for our use case, we are doing pagination in our front-end side. So we have all the list of data and we are going to display it to user in a paginated format. Alright, so for that, we will be passing the paginated data in our flags list, and flags list is a component that is mapping whatever data we provide to it. So here we need to do some kind of calculation, and we need to pass the particular data, and we need to display one pagination there at the bottom so that user can interact with it and they can change the page, they can see the different results on different pages. Let's start up with the pagination thing. Let's create one state to store our page, like page set page, use state to manage our state, and let's create a data const page data set page data, use state as an empty array, and we can also have one variable, and we can control the items per page from here only. So right now we are having it as 9. We can put it different and it can change accordingly. Alright, let's decide our end index, starting index, so that we can slice this data accordingly and we can pass it to flags list. Let's do it for the first load, that is we are slicing the 9 items. Use effect to manage our side effects here. Let's pass an empty dependency so that it can run only once. Later on we will put page as dependency so that whenever page changes, this use effect reruns and calculates our data. Let's create our end index. Item per page. And let's start index as end index minus items per page. And let's slice our data and store it in set pages data. Set pages data dot slice data dot slice start index, and let's write end index, and let's pass this page data here. Let's refresh it. Let's see in console if we have some error. Let's check out flags list if we are getting our data here. So we are getting an empty array. Let's see what it returns. Let temp. You must learn the debugging skills also, so that in mid you got stuck somewhere, so that you can know what is the exact issue. So it is again returning an empty array. This is because we have set our page as 0. When we set it as 1, so it is multiplying the end index 0 as items per page, and it is storing 0 minus the items per page, that is a negative number. So it can't slice to that particular indexes, so it is returning an empty array. So, and it is setting empty array to this page data, and it is returning that. Let's set it as 1, and we can see we have 9 items here. Let's create pagination bar. Let's create one CSS file for it. Type rafc, import our CSS file, and let's put it here. Pagination bar. Let's create one function to handle the pagination, like whatever page number we pass in that, it will set that page number to this page. const handle page change, make an arrow function, and it will get the page number. Set page as the page number. Alright, and let's run it on whenever the page changes. And let's pass this page. And later we will be accepting it inside the pagination bar. Let's pass handle page change. Let's also pass the total length of the page so that we can know how many pages or how many buttons we need to show down there. Math.c data.length, like whatever the number of items divided by items per page. Here, items match is not a keyword. Where we are using match, line number 31. Okay, so it should be math. Alright, let's accept these three things in our pagination bar. Let's first accept the current page, handle page change, and the third item that we are passing as total pages. Let's see, we are passing total pages. Let's copy it, paste it here. Okay, now let's work on our pagination bar. That is the main thing that we are learning here. Alright, let's create one button and name it as previous, and let's make one as next. Let's do it for two buttons right now, and whenever we click, let's add one on click event and handle page change. We are providing it as page -1 as you want to go back to the previous page, and on click we are here providing handle page change page +1. Okay, let's see, we can change our data with this two button. Alright, let's now style this also. Let's put it a class name as Pagination Bar. Let's copy it, write display as flex, gap as 5 pixel, justify content as center, margin top and bottom, let's do it as 20 pixel and 0 pixel for horizontal. Alright, let's style our button here. Dot pagination bar. Inside it, whatever button we have, we will be styling that. Width as 60 pixel, height as 40 pixel, padding as 5 pixel, cursor pointer, border as 1 pixel solid white, background color as white, and let's do it as triple C or triple E, whatever we have. We can see we have two buttons here. Okay, now let's create the middle item. And in this case, we can see we have more than 240 items or 250. So we will be displaying 9 items in one page. That means it would have a lot of pages. Let's console it. How many pages it have? Let's see it. We have 28 pages, but we are displaying only 10 pages at once. So when we click on 25th page, the first will start from some different index. We can see we have 28 different pages. So let's make one function to get the page number that we want to display on our const get page numbers. Alright, let's make one variable to store the number of pages. Okay, so we will be displaying 10 pages, like from 1 to 10, and then a next button and a previous button. Let's create half, like I will explain the complete code. Math dot floor max pages to show divided by 2, and let's make one start. Oh, why it is typing match instead of math? One end page minus half. Let end as math dot main total pages, and we're starting, plus max pages to show. And let's make one edge case here. Let's do it later. I will explain it why it is needed. And let's return one array dot from, and we will be providing it a length as end minus start plus 1, and a callback to map the items start plus I. Alright, and let's create one variable where we'll be storing the page numbers. Execute it, and let's map our page number. Return. Okay, it is auto suggesting me. If you want these auto suggesting and other extensions, you can comment down below, and I will make a separate video on that. Alright, so here we have the handle page name on which we are passing the item, and item is the page number, and it will also reflect the change on UI. Let's see it. Okay, it should be page minus half. Alright, we can see we have different pages and we can change them accordingly, and it is behaving as we want. Alright, let's disable this button when we are on the first page so that it doesn't move before that. As we can see, we have no results here. Alright, let's put as disable here. disabled as when page is equals to 1. Disabled equals to when page equals to total pages. We can see we disable this button. And there is one more condition is needed here, and let me explain this and I will show you like why there is one more condition is needed. Okay, let's just style our pages first. Let's put a class name as item double equals to page. We will be providing a class name as active, else we are providing an empty string. Let's style this. Dot pagination bar button dot active. We have provided it as a class name of active. Font weight as bold. Background color as, this is a color code 007 BFF, and color as white. Border color as, this is the same border color. Alright, let's style out disabled so that we don't have cursor pointer there. Dot pagination bar button semicolon disabled. Cursor as pointer. Opacity as 0.5. Let's go to our pagination bar where it is saying item is not defined. Line number 28. Okay, we need to provide this class name to these buttons. Okay, now let's see. We can see which page is getting selected. Alright, let's see this function. So we have a variable to store max page to show, like number of pages we want to show. Like here we are having 10 pages. And we are creating one half variable. Let me show you what it is. So we can see we have a half variable start and end index it is to decide. So half start index will be of whatever that is max, like it is of 1 or page minus half. So for the first index, let us consider it for first index. So for the first index, the page will be of 1 and the half will be of, like max pages to show we have 10 by 2 it is 5. So 1 minus 5 is minus 5. So it will be of starting from 1. So when it comes to 5, it is also there. And when it comes to 6, it is also there. Like let's see, we have this 1 here and we have page number as 6 and half as 5. Math of max of 1 and here we have 1. So this will be 1 and we are starting from 1. So when we are at 7, this becomes 5 and page minus half will become like 7 minus 5, that is 2, and math of max 1 comma 2, that is 2. So it is starting from 2 here, and this is happening for same here. And end index we are deciding from the start index, like the total pages, whatever the total number of pages. If it is less, then we are using this math.max, else we are starting with the start index plus number of pages and we are subtracting 1 as 1 is getting added. And let's put one more condition here. If end minus start plus 1 is less than max pages to show, then we will be starting math dot max 1 comma end minus max pages to show plus 1. So if this condition is true, we will be starting up with this index. Alright, so let me explain this getPageNumbers function. So it will return an array which contains the page number that we are displaying here. So we have a variable that shows max page to show that contains the number. If we change it as 5, it will show only 5 pages. Let it 10, and with the half, we calculate as a half of whatever we show, so that we can calculate our start and end index. The start index is calculated by math.max 1 and the page minus half. So it will be negative for the first 5, like for 5 or 6, it will be as 1, and for 7, it will be as 2. Let me show you how it is. So it is 5 right now. For our case, as it is 10, it will be as 5. And when our page number is 5, our hierarchy is 5, so it is 0. So math of max of 1 comma 0 is 1. So it is starting from 1, and 1, it is at page number 5. Let's see, it is of 1. So math of max of 1 comma 1 is 1, and when it is at 7 minus 5 equals to 2. So math of max of 1 comma 2 will be 2. So when we are on page number 2, it is starting with index 2. And this is for calculating our last index. So when we reach till the end, we are redefining our start index, as when we subtract our start index from the end, we are getting less number of pages what we need to display here. So if we remove this, let me show you. So let's go to, if we again increment our page, we can see it will decrease the number of pages. If this condition happens, we will be defining our start index with respect to the end index. So it is always 10. Alright. And we are storing our this array in a page numbers, and we are mapping this with a button. Alright. Let me go through the complete code from starting to end. Alright. From index.js, we are selecting a ID with root. Let me show you. Here is a div with ID root. We are selecting it, and we are posting everything inside that root. And here inside index.js, we are importing our app component. Inside app, we are importing our home component. And inside home, we are importing our data.json and flags list and pagination bar. And here we have created 2 state variables, one to store our page and one to store our page data that we are passing to this flags list, and flags list when we mapping this to our UI. And inside our pagination bar, we are passing the page, current page, and the handle page function that is setting the page, whatever the page number it accepts here, and the total number of pages. We are calculating it as math.fill with total length of the data and whatever the item we are saying per page. And let's go to this flags list. Inside flags list, we are receiving our flags, and we are mapping it with the flag card. And inside flag card, this is a simple UI card that contains an image and a p-tag. Come back to home, and let's go to pagination bar. Here we are accepting page, handle page change, and total pages. Here we made one function. I already explained it. It returns an array that contains page numbers that we are mapping here. And we are storing this number in a page numbers, and we are mapping this here with a button. And here on the previous button and next button click, we are decrementing with 1, whatever page number we are on. And with the next button, we are incrementing with 1, whatever page number we are on. And we put a disabled condition when we reach till the end of the page, like page is equals to total number of pages. And for the previous button, we are disabling it when the page number is 1. Alright, and here we provide a class name That is if item double equals to page. Like item is the number that is stored in this array, and page number is whatever page we are on. If that is equal, we are providing it as a class name of active, and here we are selecting button with a class name of active, and we are styling it accordingly, like with a border color of this color and background color of this color. All right, this is the end-to-end flow. And let me show you a very important thing that is missing right now. So if we open OYO, here we can see we have pagination, and when we click on any of these pages, we can see the URL is changing accordingly. Like if we save this URL to someone and someone opens it, it will be on page number 4, right? In our case, if we are on page number 4, there is no change in the URL. So if we send someone this URL and if someone pastes it, it's opening the page number 1. So I will explain it when we have an idea of React Router DOM. In production uses, please make sure you use this, as user can save your page and they can be on the same page. So this is missing right now. In production use cases, make sure you use it with the help of React Router DOM. All right, this is pretty much. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned something. And if you have any kind of doubt, please join the Discord channel. I am available there. I will be surely helping out there, whatever the issue is. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you can get an update of the upcoming videos, where I will be updating this URL also. But before that, I need to explain React Router DOM. So after that, I will be once again going through this project and I will be explaining like how we can update this URL accordingly. So please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. And if you learned something from this video, please give a like and comment down below so that it can reach to more people and it can motivate me. Alright, thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.